I get it and go.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He's scared. Watch right. Watch Delta. Come on. Check 31. Hey, alert 3. He's coming.
On second down, McCaffrey. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check.
Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
The 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
He is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Ties the game at 7. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Panthers' 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's aLlMiGhT. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They keep on the ground with aLlMiGhT. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun again to aLlMiGhT. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The Cowboy ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the gun, Jones. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Number 13, Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
The ball carrier.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
53, Mike.
From the 39, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second and 7, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Panthers 7. Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Jones.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run with aLlMiGhT. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones buying time to his... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Panthers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retreat. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down. Jones over the middle, complete. It's aLlMiGhT. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A first down carry by aLlMiGhT. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of
a good pickup there of 22.
The Cowboy first down.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott.
Jones
and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to
Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's aLlMiGhT. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
Panthers 14.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Jones letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The Cowboys
going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go to aLlMiGhT again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jones. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
This one caught left side by Cooper. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Jones, throwing again. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
At his own 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On 1st down, it's aLlMiGhT. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
4th down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
6-yard line.
Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
15 yards on the play, first down. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for first and 10. Bridgewater to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 38-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Second and 5 now. Jones, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They go back to aLlMiGhT. He's been busy. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9, opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the gun, Jones dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Take him down behind the line. Hassan Reddick able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
What can Bridgewater do in the OT? Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, and that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
On the handoff.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins.